everybody. Welcome back to the Gamerpreneur podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Bradford Carlton. Today's episode, we are talking about pick your personality. We're talking about picking one of the numerous voices going on in your head and choosing which one to express when you are putting yourself out to the world. You do have other voices in your head, right? Like, it's not just me. Okay, just making sure. So, I have been doing this a while now. I have been guiding different businesses. I've been guiding personalities, streamers. I've worked in countless different industries, showing businesses how to grow by structuring a brand personality, really, and then leveraging that into picking an audience that they want to work with. And then that then allows you to choose what types of content you're going to make, how you're going to promote yourself, what platforms you should be putting yourself out, you and your products, right? And so today I want to talk about the personality that we're putting out, because many of us out there are kind of on our own. We don't have a big business behind us. We're people, right? So whether you have a stream or you have an esports organization, if you're at the top of that organization, it's about you, and you know that you're the face of it. So you have to figure out how your personality aligns with the brand and how you're presenting yourself and that brand to the larger, wider world. So how do you do that? What is the strategy on that? It's for most people, it's pretty difficult, right? Like, how do I choose out of all of the possible things that I could be the one that is going to be the one that attracts the most viewers or attracts the most customers? Or like, how do I go about just kind of deciding what I want to be? Everybody's telling me out there that I just need to be myself. If I'm just myself, especially in the gaming space, everybody's like, authenticity is the key in the gaming space. Gamers can sniff right through someone who's not being authentic, right? We've all heard that, right? So, is that true? Not necessarily. I just saw the other day, Disguised Toast put out a statement because somebody was calling him out for some things he had said, right? And in his statement, he talks about how streamers at the top are different on camera than they are in real life. They're different people. So are they really themselves? Yes and no. They're a stylized version of their real selves that's in alignment with the brand that they're putting out and they're promoting. So what I want you to do is understand that you can still be yourself and still be presenting a brand that you've crafted, you've designed, and you've decided to put out into the world. So what are the steps to do that? Well, first of all, you have to get super clear on your mission and who your audience is. Who is it you want to watch you? Who is it you want to buy from you? And why are they buying in the first place? What is it that they're getting, both features and benefits? What is the result of the results that they're getting from your product or service, or from coming and joining your community? What is it that they feel at the end of the day when all is said and done? They're like, man, I'm really glad I joined that, or I got that because, like, what is good in their life now for that? If you can really nail those things down, okay, then deciding what your personality is going to be is so much easier, because you just have to make something that's in alignment with those people. And, if you're like a mega dude bro, right? And like you wear your sunglasses backwards and you got the cutoffs and you work out every single day. If you go out and you try to be like the super uber mega feminist who's like hating on men all the time, it's going to be tougher, right? But, there's plenty of women who could do that. There's plenty of men who could do that. They just have to present themselves the right way to go about this. Okay. You have to understand that, like, a dude trying to sell feminine hygiene products is probably not the right spokesperson. Right? Like, and I hope you can understand why. You have to be in alignment with your audience. You have to be in alignment with your mission. So your personality has to be the right reflection of those things. And then you just start asking yourself, what is it that my audience wants to see? Who is it they want speaking to them? Who is it that would resonate the most with them? And then you just start kind of crafting what that person looks like. Do you want to be someone who's constantly busy? Or do you want someone who does not engage in chat if you do live streaming? Or not necessarily not engage, but maybe you're dismissive of your chat. You're like, oh, hey guys, yeah, no, whatever, no. And you like don't really give them much credence. Or you could be like, hey everybody, no, I'm here to answer your questions, everything that you could possibly want. I'm the person for you. You could be one or the other, but it depends again on those foundational things. So you sit there and you ask yourself questions like, what kind of presentation are you going to put out? Are you going to change your shirt every day? Are you going to make yourself look different? Some people have the same attire. Like, this is a different shirt every single day. I wash and clean my clothes every day. Okay. Different, new, clean, crisp clothes every day. Even though I wear the same thing. Some people wear a different t-shirt every day. Are you going to have catchphrases or like special movements, like hand gestures that you do? Or like, are you going to be a PG-13 or PG? Or is there no swearing, no sexual references, no drug and alcohol references on your content? Or are you willing to have those things, be more 18 plus? The way you craft your brand is how you have to keep it. You have to be consistent in how you put yourself out there day in and day out. And the reason for that is because you're not just presenting yourself, you're building a community. And that community has to see you as a leader, because every follower has to have a leader that they follow. Otherwise, they wouldn't be followers. Right? So you have to put yourself out there over and over again in a consistent, uniform method, time in and time out, that allows people to understand who you are, what you're about. And as they're engaging with your brand, they can then tell people about you and what you're about. So if somebody posts, responds to you on Twitter, just like comments something you've posted on Twitter, and your followers see that it's not in alignment with your brand personality, your followers can then come in and go, oh no, that's not what he's really about, or that's not what she's about, that this is what this person is really about. And your audience, your followers can then be the ones that carry your message forward and tell people about the awesomeness that is your brand. All right. So obviously you have to understand this stuff in context. If you do not have your brand mission, a micro-focused, super narrowly tailored, micro-focused mission statement that specifically says who you are, what you're about, why you're helping the people that you're helping, and the result that you're hoping to get them, it makes it really hard to choose the audience that you want, makes it really hard to choose what kind of character you're going to present, makes it hard to figure out what types of content you're going to put out there based on that character, based on the audience. Everything, the products that you end up selling, the services you end up providing, all kind of accordion down to that micro-focused mission statement. If you don't have that, you don't have a real business. You're just kind of throwing stuff out there and hoping it sticks. And it might stick. I mean, I'm not saying there's a business model out there that doesn't have that. It's just more difficult to build something without any guidance, without a direction to head. So really narrow in what it is you're hoping to do. And then beyond that, you have to really build out the rest of the business. What we're doing every single day is a business. It doesn't matter if you're a part-time streamer. It doesn't matter if you're an esports professional trying to play the game and do it at a competitive level. You need to build a business around what you're doing that allows you to brand yourself and create something that will stand the test of time into the future. Just on the esports side, gamers are aged out, 22, 25 at the highest, right? It sucks for them. What are they going to do when they're done? Have you considered that? Have you considered what your future holds? And if you are not building something today that you can leverage when you're done, if you're on the streaming side, if you're not building something today it's growing people every single day that you want to have there with you, is it really worth the journey that you're going on when you find out, 2 years from now, you've got 100 viewers all at the same time, but you don't like any of them? Like, does it matter? I think it does, that you have these things in place, that you know where you're going, that you understand the journey that you're going to get on. So if you're interested in kind of figuring that out, I'd love to get on a strategy call with you. A free, absolutely no cost strategy call. We can discuss your situation, map out your strategy, create a roadmap for you, for your business. All you got to do is just shoot me a DM, shoot me an email, just get in touch with me somehow. I'd love to schedule that with you, and we can figure out where you and your business are going to go from here. Other than that, I'm going to remind you all, organization is the enemy of sloth. You have to have the plan. It all comes down to the plan that takes you from A to Z. If you do not consider these things in advance, either you pay for it in a little bit of time now, or you pay for it in a lot of frustration and more time and more money in the future. Take the time, create the strategies that will work today. Not that you hope will work, but are based on proven processes and systems that other people have used for results. If you can do that, you can get closer to assuring yourself success. I don't want to say I guarantee you success if you do these things, because it all comes down to your effort, your willingness to put in the time, whether or not you're doing the right things. And the only way to know that is to have the right support, someone that you can talk to bounce these ideas off of, to tell you if you're going in the right direction. So understand, you have to get organized. You have to treat this like a legitimate business if you want this to go anywhere. Other than that, I'm going to remind you all, don't be just a gamer, be a gamerpreneur.